folks. This is Bob Dodrill, application engineer for Hilco Incorporated. I would like to spend a few minutes today discussing the new banner WLS27IO Link interfaceable light. Now, this thing is really cool. You can do a lot of really nice lighting graphics with this device. We've got several applications out there already, and there's been a little bit of confusion up front on how to set that thing up. So what I would like to do is show you a tool that we can use to interface that light to set it up. So here's the light. This is the WLS, and it is IO Link interfaceable. So I'm going to open my Turk Pactware software to interface it with. Yes, you can use the two together. Now, I'm going to my Turk Pactware and I want to find my light and I want to find my block. And as in a couple previous recordings, I'm going to use my topology scan feature. So I want to scan for that light out there on my network. And I want to find my IO Link master block first, which in this case will be the Turk STBN S24 IO link, and it's my light should be attached here on port number 1. I don't have anything else attached. So now I've created my hardware tree, so I'm going to close it. Now I want to go look at my actual light and what is available. How can I program that light? So I'm going to connect to it, and then I'm going to go into my parameterization features, and this is where I can actually set this light up to do some of the things that I want it to do. So in my case, I have several options. Under the mode setting, I have several things that I can set for. So I want to show you this really quick. In segment mode, in LED mode is what I want to show you first. Now, LED mode actually lets you control each individual LED in that light. So I want to look at my data structure so I can set it up over in my PLC. So if I go into my data structure, then I see every LED that's available in that light. I could go into each one of those now, and I have a choice of up to 4 bits, and there's a combination, a binary combination that would turn it into a different color. So I want to look at my process data, and I want to look at my output data, and I can actually make each one of my LEDs a different color up and down this tree. And by using some control logics in my PLC, some control logic, not logics, I can actually control that light. I want to go back to my parameterization and I want to look at some of the other modes. Segment mode will probably be a widely used one. Within segment mode, again, I have the option of setting up the number of segments within my light. And it sets default to 3, I can divide it into as many as 10 segments. So if I wanted to set up 10 separate segments, I have a background color. I can animate each one of those. So again, I'm going to go back to my process data structure because I want to know how my words are laid out. Well, that's pretty cool. Each word is set up in word level, so an individual word will control a segment in my light. Now, to use this segment mode, I would actually have to go into segment settings, and I have all of these options. I can go in and set a basic color. I can set color for animation. I can make animation changes. So if I want it to be a 2-color shift, let's just say, and I can have it shift from green to, I don't know, yellow. Okay. So when I turn on that animation for that segment, now when it comes on, it'll be shifting back and forth between green and yellow. And again, I'm going to go to my process data structure. I know that my first word in my PLC logic will control that first one. In the process data though, however, this is where I find out my value. So It's just simply a value of up to 4. I've got off, on, flash. Flash just flashes the base color. And then animation is whatever animation that we programmed into it. So I kind of went through a lot of information really fast, but at the same time, I want you to realize that by using the Turk Pactware software to interface through the master, I can actually look at individually how to set up that light and how to program it. And now I could use whatever PLC to interface it. And again, I have a tool that I can look at my structure of my data and how everything is set up. How would I interface this from my PLC? So again, I find this a pretty handy little tool and a great way to get started using IO-Link lighting in my PLC. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.